All right, y'all. This is going to be a different video for me. We have a couple cats, and I'm a dog person, but we have cats. We don't have dogs. One of them has a broken arm. He's 9 or 10 years old, and we don't know what happened. He came to the door the other night, and he was limping, so I felt around until he got angry at me. I said, okay, it's in this area or maybe under here. So brought him into a ER. They felt around. They told me it was crunchy, but fractured. So normally crunchy means broken or shattered. Fractured means cracked but not severed. That's my layman's terms. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian. But I understand terms, and so they kind of hassled me like, oh, you're questioning the doctor. I understand you're a doctor, blah, blah, blah. They are there for a reason. They know more things than I do, but when it comes to budget, we love the cat. He's been a great companion for about 8 years, maybe more than that. But $2,000 to put a pin. I understand that's a major surgery. I'm not willing to put $2,000 into a cat. I'm sorry. So, we ended up doing an X-ray, and we've got him on some heavy sedation drugs to just kind of keep him as chill as possible. He's just relaxing. We've got him isolated in our room/bathroom. And last night I woke up with him between my legs on the bed, and it's probably a 30-inch high bed. So he is active, but we want to keep him resting, and I want to keep that arm in place while it heals. So here we are. That was 2 minutes of explanation. I found a piece of scrap aluminum from a race car in the scrap bin, and I am going to try to manufacture a splint for a cat out of junkyard parts. I will end up going to the vet store or farm store or something and getting some cast padding and some vet wrap. Basically, you build a stirrup around the end and tape here so the stirrup can't come off, and then you start with the wrap, work around, do like a figure 8 around their body. I did some research, but like I say, I'm not a vet. Basically, the thing is I want to be able to completely isolate this arm humerus from moving, and I think this is going to work. At least work better than nothing. We were just going to wrap it, but I figured if I could throw something in there that's rigid and slightly comfortable that he can get used to for 4 to 6 weeks, that's what we're gonna do. So follow along if you want to, and see how this backyard mechanic, not a shade tree because I have a roof, but this guy who is not a vet or a doctor can maybe help save a cat without amputation or euthanasia. That I don't believe he needs. So this appears to be maybe part of an airbox from a race car. It was in the scrap bin. So I'm going to drill the rivets out to get those black pieces off. And then I'm going to draw his shoulder blade and elbow and lower leg, kind of, and then trim it out and give it a little bit of shape with a hammer and see what happens. All right, so the first thing I need to do is flatten this piece out so that way I can cut it with some hand shears. But you can see how easy it forms. So I believe I'll be able to shape his arm a little bit and make this fit comfortably without too much hassle. I'll kind of do a, you know, something like that, and it'll come down however the length of that is, and then do something like that. I can hammer in some radius here and here, and that will be the splint. All right, time to get to work. So for now, since the cat is inside, I'm going to just cut, and I'm basically just going to cut a block here, cut a block here. I'm not going to trim this, because if this is too long or too big, then I'll have to start all over. So I'm just going to cut a piece and then go inside and kind of draw it next to him and get myself a really good shape. And then beat it out a little bit more. I realize you can't see a whole lot of my drawing that I'm pointing at, but I'm gonna just beat it out until it fits. See what happens. So here's our buddy. This is Lynx, and he has currently got a fentanyl patch on him. That's a 5-day drug. That's kind of like a slow release morphine, I guess, and that is a topical. Hey, buddy. And then I'm giving him a gabapentin oral, I don't know, a shot basically, or it's a liquid. So I'm just shooting that down his throat every 12 hours or so. And so that top shoulder right there is what's broken. And obviously my drawing was way too big, and I was way up here and around. So we're talking small bones. Cats are not big. So I'm gonna, like I said, just kind of draw that out. I've just got my tools in here laying on my coat, and so I'm just gonna shear it out, sitting right here looking at him. So using my fingers, I kind of drew into his fur, and that way it kind of gave me a good mold or a shape. So this is what I came up with, and so I'm going to cut that out, see how it looks. And I don't want to keep it too straight. Maybe I'm actually going to turn it a little bit, come up a little more closer to like a 80-degree angle instead of a 50-degree angle or a 45. So I'm going to cut that out, see how it lays on him. All right, this dude's being a pretty good helper. So I've got that cut to size. I'll probably trim it up a little bit more, maybe even shorten it, so that way his paw has full range of motion if he needs it. And then I'll get to giving it a little bit of shape after I deburr it. Of course, it's pretty sharp right now. All right, well, I've got a few different hammers, and I've got my workpiece and a soft piece of wood. So I'm gonna just see if I can whack something out and make it look like it should be a shoulder. Ooh. Remember too, this is going to be, oh crap, I did that all backwards. How'd that work? That's a right side shoulder. Well, I'm going to flatten that out. Hopefully I didn't work hard in it or ruin it. And so anyway, I was going to say, remember this is going to be padded on the inside with cast padding before it even before this is even applied, and then this will be wrapped over all of that soft stuff. So I don't have to be too concerned about shape, but backwards is not the way to do it. Hey, that's looking better. So that part right there should be flattening out this metal and stretching it. So that way it doesn't have such a curve this way. It just keeps its shape this way. That looks like a cat arm, if you ask me. I'm not much of a anatomy dude, but hey. I guess if I can cut up a deer, I can fix a cat. Well, he don't seem to mind it so far. So now I've got to get to the store and get some of my wrapping supplies and go from there. So I ran to the Tractor Supply and got some vet wrap, and the 4 rolls seemed to be the best price. So Link's my buddy. He's gonna get pink and purple stars. That's just the way it goes. Now we were looking for some cast padding, and we came up with this roll of 1 pound of cotton. I would strongly advise against this. I can't stand cotton. It's bad stuff to me, but I'm cutting it all up and hopefully that works. Okay, so here is Link's, and here's my gloves because I can't stand that cotton stuff. Oh, I got the chills just talking about it, but he's worth it. Now, what I have to overcome is his reaction to me, and I also have to overcome the fact that I saw what the doctor moved around and how much the cat tolerated the doctor. So I kind of have to put aside my feelings right now and focus on making sure he is healed. So I'm going to try this the best I can. And I am sorry, buddy. You need to stand up a little bit. Okay? Can you help me so I can help you? No, stand with this leg. Okay. Oh boy, I don't know how this is going to work. I feel like I need more hands. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're going to just try this again in a little bit. Alright, here's going to be another take. I went and got a smaller roll of padding. These things are just monsters. They're bigger than the cat. And I even separated them and pulled them apart a little bit. And that stuff's just huge. So I'm going to scratch the cotton idea. That was bad. And go with this bandage roll. Well, he never complained a bit. He just let us hold him up. Riley did the wrapping while I held him and kind of guided. I don't know if we did it the right way or the wrong way, but he don't seem to mind. And Bruno over there was a good audience. And he's visiting with his brother for a little while, and Lynx is going to be good as new in a few 4 to 6 weeks. Thanks for watching, and thanks for, I don't know, believing in us if you did, or doubting us, which is more likely. But we did it, and I think Lynx has some more support where he needs it, whether he's comfortable or not. You know, we'll see. We'll see him hobbling around here in a few weeks. We'll do a little update.